Okay, so this is really weird. I know I said publicly that the review embargo for Phantom Liberty was today, the 20th of September, and that is true. It is the review embargo date. However, CDPR clarified for me and seemingly everybody else that we are not allowed to use our own captured footage in our reviews. We have to use their B-roll that they provide us. This is really unusual. It's something that they did back with Cyberpunk 2077's original launch. And at the time, we all just assumed it was to cover up all the bugs, and maybe that was part of it, is that you couldn't show the bugs if you couldn't show the bugs. And so it was part of the master plan there to make it seem like it wasn't that bad. But in this case, Phantom Liberty and the 2.0 update are both really, really well done. Very few technical issues that I've experienced. And the overall experience is really remarkable, which makes it all the stranger that they've put this restriction in, because it means that my review I've already cut together and prepared, I can't publish because in that review I want to show my own footage. And so I have to now wait to publish that review until the 26th when the expansion launches. So it's really, really weird. I don't know why they would still feel the need to do this, but everybody's been affected. IGN, ACG, anybody else you might be watching for reviews of Phantom Liberty is going to be under this same restriction. It's, in my opinion, really dumb, but you know what? It just is the way it is. But if you're looking for my quick Spark Notes thoughts on the expansion, I think Phantom Liberty is really, truly remarkable. It is very, very good. And it makes the whole Cyberpunk 2077 package feel like what I think they wanted it to be when it first launched. Like, I think that this completes the vision for Cyberpunk, especially with the free 2.0 update that's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. It all comes together into a package that feels familiar, but is transformational and makes Cyberpunk feel brand new as well. It really is crazy. The expansion isn't very long, at about 12 hours. The actual Dogtown area that's added to the map in Pacifica is not actually that big. It feels like maybe 6 to 8 city blocks, and most of that is kind of spread out in an old dilapidated stadium. And so it feels cool and it's super epic, and the story I think is epic, and the characters, the writing, acting, everything is truly tremendous. And the set pieces, the scale, the production values, it's all crazy. But it's on the smaller side for sure. And so I don't think you should be expecting to get like blood and wine levels of content out of this. It's not going to add 20 to 40 hours to your playtime. However, the 2.0 update will, I think for many people, justify replaying the entire game from the start. So it very well could lead you into re-experiencing the game entirely, in which case it's not just the 12 hours or 15 if you do all the side stuff, maybe up to 20 if you're a completionist for the expansion. It's not just that, but it's also going to be the fact that the level cap is raised to 60 in the base game. All of the skill trees and perks are redone. Everything has been reworked, and the game functions, I think, the way that they meant it to, again, back when it launched. Now, I think we've all been skeptical of CDPR over the last few years, as we should be, because what they did with Cyberpunk 2077 was, I think, intentionally deceptive, at least on the part of management and marketing teams, not allowing like captured footage to be released ahead of time, not allowing people to speak openly about their experience with bugs and things, hiding PS4, Xbox One footage from the public before going on to still sell it. It just left a very bad taste in many of our mouths for a very good reason. And I think you should go into Phantom Liberty with that same level of skepticism. But what I do think is remarkable here is that they have managed to totally fix, as far as I can tell, the core problems within Cyberpunk 2077, reworking many of them with this 2.0 patch. It's true that PS4 and Xbox One users will be left behind and won't get to experience the new and improved systems that have been totally reworked. But those of us playing on current gen consoles and on PC, you're going to see what I think they were trying to do with Cyberpunk from the very, very beginning. Bizarre choices like withholding self-captured footage from reviewers is baffling, and I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. It leaves a lot of people feeling a little off and unsure, because if any other studio, like if Naughty Dog with The Last of Us can allow reviewers to put in captured footage on their end, like that's a game with, let's just say, some big spoilers, and they were confident enough to let reviewers put in their own footage in their reviews. Why is CDPR so special that they don't want reviewers to show their audience how the game actually looks and runs. It creates a weird stank around the game's launch unnecessarily, because the expansion is really good. The 2.0 update is remarkable. And overall, I think this is an easy recommend, as you'll see in my review. It's just really, really strange that they are being so coy with it and choosing to do these things that make it look worse than it actually is. So, I mean, all of this, I guess, is just to say that I've played the expansion and the 2.0 update, but I'm not allowed to show any of my own footage of it until the expansion fully launches. So I'm just caught between a rock and a hard place, and I could release a review using only B-roll footage and just ask you to imagine kindly everything, but I don't think that that is useful, really. So instead, I am gonna put this out so I can kind of explain the situation. And then on the 26th, when I'm allowed to, I will publish the full review with all of my self-captured footage showing the few bugs that I found, all of the crazy cool set pieces, and the insane graphics that they have here. And we'll showcase it and really show you why the expansion is quite good. It's just really bizarre that CDPR has decided to, again, make the expansion look worse than it is by not letting reviewers show the stuff that they've seen. Like, it's just so weird. It's some weird, like, Nintendo levels of misunderstanding of how online content works. It's just frankly bizarre. It's like they were still really scared of the internet's reaction to the expansion, so they decided to try and cover up the footage that you captured yourself, I guess. Or maybe what it is they just want everybody to see the really high fidelity ray traced overdrive graphics to show how great the expansion can look when you run it on a supercomputer, but they didn't want reviewers showing what it looks like on, like, say, a 3060 or on a 1080 Ti or something. And so they decided to keep that pulled back. I really don't know, but it's just bizarre. But tomorrow, on the 21st of September, I am allowed to show footage captured of the 2.0 update and all of the stuff that that brings to the base game. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, because first thing in the morning, I'll be publishing a video going through all of that stuff. But yeah, the Cyberpunk CDPR BS continues, even though the expansion's really, really good. And they should be very proud of it and just encouraging everybody to show everything they have. For some reason, they just are choosing to play it really, really weird and coy. So here we are. So again, subscribe for all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it before. I'm live streaming right now when you see this video go up live. So come over, say hi, links in the description box below. You can come and ask me questions about the expansion, the 2.0 update. I'm allowed to talk about that stuff, but I'm just not allowed to show footage because reasons. But with all that said, thank you for watching. I love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow for the video actually showing the thing that we're trying to talk about now really coyly. So yeah, see you then. Bye.